SoBet Capper competition day 3. Day 3.
Yeah.
How you feeling? You're in the top
Day
8.
3. Top 8, feeling good. Came out the gate. I already smacked my 5-unit max play, which was clutch last night with the Minnesota Wild winning 1-0. That was huge. And no one's talking about it, but I fucking smacked Portland Timbers plus 150, 2.5-unit play first one day.
I didn't tell that. You gave it to me. Wait, Bryce, I don't think you told Gutsy about this, but Man of the Vig came after Gutsy. He came after you.
What did he come at me
Wait,
for?
did he tell you this?
He said that, like, I was brought up or something. But
No, you were the first thing brought up.
Okay, go ahead.
He was like, so on SoBet, there's these VIP channels. Like, who the hell is Gutsy Picks, and his VIP? He's like, is he sharp? And because I was telling him how we have all the tracking data from from when we started tracking, and I was like, yes, he is sharp. And he's profitable.
Yeah.
And I was like, if you want to, I mean, I might need to get a piece of his VIP sign up if he signs up for the picks.
Who, him? Man
of
of
the
the
Vig. I mean, he should.
Yeah, you should check out the Gutsy Gang. It's a great spot to be. Great community. Listen, not only do we give out winners, but we give out free coffee like once a week.
Yeah.
Gone
what are you
forever,
up right now in the hockey season?
Right now, we are up 32 units on the season, which is absolutely insane, by the way, because 1 to 3 unit better.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not put the 5-unit plays, I don't put those out. I've never bet anything over 3 units ever, once, ever on the platform of SoBet, especially. We're up 30 fucking 2 units, which is absolutely insane. But we've had, we've had a couple of great runs in the middle there. Just had another 3-0 sweep day yesterday. So, yeah, hockey's been fucking fantastic this year. I was actually just telling Bryce before this. Obviously, I bet college basketball for a couple years, and, when I got 3 years of, like, legit data on it, and I'm just like, bro, I just can't.
You can't.
Yeah, like, I had, like, one losing year, and then, like, one of the years I think I won, like, 23 units or something in the season.
Yeah.
And then, like, the last year, I won, like, 3 units. In NHL, I've been profitable literally the last almost 4 years now, but last 3 years, we have literally made money, and it's been the most profitable sport ever for me.
Yeah, but I'll be the number one guy to vouch for you. I mean, people will vouch for you.
That's what I'm saying. Listen, I also, like, have hundreds and hundreds of people that would openly tell you exactly how good it's been, especially the people that have been with me for 3 years.
0 parlays given out.
0. Never have, never will.
0 long shots given out, really.
Yeah, I don't really bet futures anyways. I don't like having money tied up that long.
So it's strictly EV plays in hockey.
Yeah.
Man of the Vig was fixated on the transparency aspect of SoBet. Mm-hmm. But I think the question he was asking was, in 2 years, if somebody is not profitable, will you kick them off and not allow them to have a VIP channel? And the answer I was giving him was the ecosystem we're building towards with these competitive leaderboards that are rewarded with cash prizes kind of washes out the whole idea of somebody being like long-term profitable, right? Because eventually we want the users to be able to compete within that ecosystem and feed off the people who are winning in that ecosystem. And so, like, somebody being up 2 units over a 2-year period is useless in that ecosystem. It's
also, like, the consumer can also just for themselves, like lots of people do, they will enter a VIP. They will then just track the VIP. And then they'll just say, hey, I don't like how this guy bets, or I don't think that he's going to be long-term profitable because we already lost over the last couple of months, so I'm just going to leave. Like, we're not forcing anybody to stay in the VIPs.
Well, and also, I think the way we rolled it out with the 24-hour, 7-day, and 30-day was obviously structured towards, like, the vision of those being competitive and, like, rewarded with cash, but also trying to be fair to people, like, getting a fresh start, because we've only had that out for 8 months.
Yeah.
So it would be unfair to just burn people right off the bat. Like, say somebody just goes cold for 6 months even, right?
No,
like,
for sure.
You could be a sharp bettor and have, like, a 3-month run and, it'd be a losing run. And so if we had just burned people right off the bat, like, we wouldn't have been giving people a chance. But having said that, like, we're pushing towards an ecosystem where we can take some of the data that we're gathering and push out more insights around maybe like 6-month record, year-long record, and slowly trickle those things out to consumers for probably, the SoBet Edge subscription, which is obviously, we're paying to track all that data and build that ecosystem. So we have to get paid for it. That's just how businesses work. But that's more of the ecosystem we're building towards. So I think he was just misunderstanding that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm a fan of Man of the Vig. I think he has good intentions.
I just don't know exactly who he is. What's his profile picture on there? 'Cause, like, when
it's Otani's guy. That's his profile picture.
Ohtani's interpreter?
Yeah, that's his profile picture. Which is so. I actually don't think anybody knows who he is, right?
What does he do?
He literally just tries to question people. And that's his role. That's his role.
Oh, gotcha. All right.
He knows betting. He knows numbers. Like he knows everything. So like he's a good person to.
He probably looks forward to that every single.
Oh, bro, yeah.
He probably looks forward to that every single.
Yeah, so much. I was messaging with him after, and he was like, "Yeah, that makes sense," which is funny. But then the other person I talked to on the show, Chris Barr. Dude.
The guy from jail?
Chris Barr, I mean, that was a disappointing episode. I thought it was going to be a lot more exciting. He's like Sean Perry if Sean Perry was in jail. It's just like everything that comes out of his mouth, I don't really know what he's talking about. I don't really know if anybody cares. Most of it's like kind of cringe and sad. And and he just doesn't listen at all. Dude, him and Nadu were going at it though, and that was pretty funny. That was actually pretty funny because it was literally just two guys two grown men, one of them in jail, calling each other names.
What?
Bro, for 10 minutes, that's all it was. He was like, "You fucking piece of shit, you prag, you're in jail, you beat your wife." And then Chris Barr would be like, "Dude, you're a fucking loser. All you do is fucking party. Like, you have no life." And it was just them yelling at each other. But yeah, the competition, I mean, the leaderboard, Be More EV. He is absolutely on fire. He's number one. I think now he's not number one because he deployed some units, but he's 23-11. See, me and him took the same approach, but I'm 7-20 instead of 20-7. We took the same approach, and I just couldn't hit. Yeah, I just couldn't hit anything.
I feel like Dale Earnhardt right now. I'm right in the middle of the pack. You know, not everyone's really talking about me, but they're mentioning him like, "Oh, you guys see him in the middle of the pack? Like he hasn't led."
Dude, how about $1 million bets? 7-0. So it's Johnny Reno, Be More EV, Justin, JY Picks, Mahomes the pup, and then number 5 $1 million bets. So those guys are in the money right now. 2 of those guys on SoBet. Number 6 is Gutsy, also on SoBet. Pretty good representation so far from the SoBet boys.
Prediction on Amanda Vance's interview Tuesday on the Elf Spaces. Is this even a good idea for her?
I don't know. I don't know.
She said that like she's got like a bunch of things to say. What does she got to say? I will say I got no opinion on Amanda Vance, but I did for the first time ever, I think like 2 days ago, saw that like her main review on her website was actually just fake. Like the guy found out how she made it and like literally found the exact like AI tool and it created the exact same thing or something. And I think that's fucking crazy. Like I think that's fucking wild. You know, if you're good enough, you have a review. Like you have like I'm not kidding. I've got like 150 different review pictures in my phone that I just randomly post here and there, just throughout the couple of years. If she's been doing this as long as she's been saying, then like she should have real reviews somewhere.
Before she did the better deal, we wanted her to come on SoBet and be like the face of SoBet, for like a female perspective pretty much. And she just got a new agent at the time and he was like, yeah, she'll do it for $50K a month. She's the biggest celebrity in the sports world for girls. And I was just like, okay.
Until Tits McGee came on.
I was like, yeah, we'll pass on that. And then she went to better and signed with a sportsbook. And then, I mean, the other thing is, you know, I'll say this publicly, like, I don't think you should ever be buying picks from somebody that works for a sports betting operator. Like, that is the most backward shit ever. And I think if you, like, you just can't have another view on it. Like, the other view doesn't exist. Like, what, you're going to listen to somebody who works for Better give you picks?
On Better?
Who wants you to lose? Like, that's how Better makes money is you lose. That's how DraftKings makes money. She's worked with DraftKings and Better. So, like, why would you ever... I don't know. That's my biggest issue. And it's like, I'm all for people building a community and a following and monetizing that following. Like, it's natural and it's what you should be doing. But I just think, like, the conflict of interest is way too high. Like, that's insane. But I bet she's just going to come on and say she's the best women's capper. You know, that she's going to try to... she's going to be like the girl. She's not going to say she's a losing better. Like, she'd ruin her business. Well, no, she's like the woman Sean Perry.
But, like, no, but it's like the betting queen. Like, what is she going to answer, like, some of these, like,
Amanda's going to come prepared. That's why she canceled the first time. I'd be shocked if she didn't, like, answer Man of the Week's questions and doesn't know what hold is or, like, an edge. She's going to know all that shit. She's going to have her shit in a row. But that doesn't mean you're giving out, you know, winning picks for $1,000 a month or whatever.